Very good news in LA County, where I am located. Wosny, you're off in a different part of LA County, but not too far. We've got some good news. Read online, for the second straight day, LA County is reporting 0 coronavirus deaths. Last time that happened was March 2020, when the state first went into lockdown. I believe it's 410 days of deaths, but we've now hit no deaths. We had just 255 cases. Our county alone has had 1.23 million and just 255. 0 deaths. We've had 24,000 deaths just in this county. 390 people are hospitalized. So that is going down as well. By the way, we recorded our first COVID death back on March 19th of last year when 4 people died. That was like a day or two after we went on lockdown here at TYT. And every day LA County has lost someone in the meantime. So Wosny, like it could get bad again in theory. I'm gonna give some reasons to believe that that isn't likely to happen. But what are your thoughts about LA's progress?
It's funny because I remember when the vaccine rollout started happening, and I remember this sort of idea that people needed to be sold on the vaccine and its efficacy, that people would need to be campaigned into getting vaccinated. And then when they started rolling it out to the public, everybody who was trying to get appointments couldn't get one. Yeah, which said to me that people wanted to be vaccinated. And as they've ratcheted up the amount of dosages that have been made available to people, people are taking advantage of it, getting vaccinated, and here's your result. Yep. Less deaths, less sickness. Everybody's sort of moving on with their lives. Like that's all that means to me, is that the vaccine rollout worked according to plan, and that this idea that there's this large swath of people who just refuse to be vaccinated or whatever, or anti-science, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think that's the case. I think people want to be protected from this deadly virus, and I think people, this is LA. People do want to get back to nightlife and restaurants and et cetera, et cetera. Maybe going to the Hollywood Bowl or whatever it is that you like to do. You know what I mean? I think that's a big part of it.
Have you been to Cinespia?
I have not.
Oh, it's the best, man. It's a Hollywood Forever cemetery. Everybody goes. They put a movie on the side of this big building. You bring food, you bring liquor, you bring some other things maybe. The best. Oh God, I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. The first time I went to Hollywood Bowl, I was just blown away by the fact that it was BYOB. I just thought that was such a great concept that you could just, bring a couple bottles of wine, listen to Solange, and just get going. So yeah, that's what I think it is, though, John. I think people want to get back to doing all the things that make living in this very expensive city worth it. And that's what you're seeing with the vaccination rollout. People are, hey man, they filled up Giant Stadium with people trying to be vaccinated. I mean, not Giant Stadium, excuse me, Dodger Stadium. Sorry, Dodgers fans, don't come at me.
That's the sort of sports mistake I make. You're the expert.
Yeah, and so that's all it is. I'm proud of the city for for the people who were in charge, all of those workers who were in charge of getting this stuff through. They've been amazing. The work that they've done on the ground, as far as both the testing people and the administering the vaccines, it's just been dope to watch. And honestly, if you leave out of your house in LA the last week or so, people are freaking back outside. Yeah. So this is dope to see.
Yeah. I will say this is the most anecdotal thing I've said in a long time, but I feel like I see more mask compliance than I did like 6 months ago. I feel like that last spike in LA did get more people to wear masks. And the thing is, we might not need it for that much longer, honestly, because people have been so responsible. They've really wanted it. Like I remember tweet went around a couple weeks before I got vaccinated, and it was like, Cal State LA is opening up to anyone, just sign up. And you don't even need an appointment, just show up. And they had to close it down because so many people wanted to get it. So just heads up to other parts of the country that, I don't know, like watch Tucker Carlson or whatever. Why do we have no deaths? Vaccine doesn't work, right? They've been lying to you. What's stopping all the deaths then? Anyway, Let's see. Oh, also, by the way, California now has the lowest COVID rate of any state in the country, after at one point being like the worst in the country. We had 290 deaths on January 8th. Damn. And now 0. So anyway, good job everyone. As Was pointed out, the healthcare workers that made it possible and got us through those really dark times. Thank you so much for that. It's good to see the city starting to come back. Can't wait to see movies, go to places, go to the mall, all that stuff.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.